A plane with 6 people on board crashes in the Superstition Mountains. You're looking at video of the massive explosion that erupted right after the crash. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being with us. It is sadly our top story on this Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, we continue to learn more about the tragic plane crash. Twin engine slammed into the side of the Superstition last night, killing 6 people. Javier is live at the command post with the latest developments. Javi.
Yeah, good morning. 15 minutes after refueling, picking up the children, and then taking off from Mesa's Falcon Field, a father and pilot crashed his plane into the side of the Superstition Mountain. Sadly enough, all 6 people on board died. Now, here was the scene immediately after. You see those flames there. According to the Pinal County Sheriff's Office, it is believed that the plane actually split in two after crashing, with both pieces catching fire. That crash happened in an area called Flat Iron. It's about 3,000 feet toward the peak of the mountain. According to the Pinal County Sheriff's Office, the father lives in Safford and was flying to pick up his 3 kids who were with their mother in Mesa so that he could spend the Thanksgiving holiday with them. Now, we know of the children, 2 of them were boys, 1 girl, all between the ages of 5 to 9. The body of one of the children was located late last night. The father and pilot also died, as well as a mechanic on board. However, we still don't know who that 3rd adult was.
We do at this time, and that's as part of the information without confirming names is what I promised the mother is that she would know first. And when we found out additional information, and then there's immediate family that has yet to be notified, so we have to keep that information vague.
Now, here's an actual picture of that plane. We know it is a Piston Commandeer airplane registered to Ponderosa Aviation. We are told by reporter Jared Dillingham when he contacted Ponderosa Aviation last night, I think they were a little caught off guard that he contacted them immediately after the crash, and he said they were pretty broken up. Why don't we take another live shot, aerial right now, and you can see some of that wreckage. Now, rescue crews were having a difficult time. You see that is a very rough terrain up there. They were having a difficult time getting to that location. Some of the crew members spent the night to secure the perimeter to make sure that nobody got up there late last night and early this morning. Now, once they were waiting for daylight so that they could try to get to the wreckage and pull the bodies out of the fuselage. They believe the other 5 bodies are somewhere in the fuselage. Now, here's what they are up against today. It is believed that a weather system could move in somewhere about 4 o'clock this afternoon, so they are hoping to get to that area, pull those bodies out before, because they are using a helicopter to get in and out of that area. Also a warning this morning, a lot of people love to hike in this area. The sheriff is telling us, folks, if you typically hike in this area near the Superstition Mountains, please find another area to hike. Apparently they are having to turn away people who decided to show up this morning thinking that they could go for their Thanksgiving hike, but because of this very unfortunate situation, they are turning people away while they conduct their investigation.
All right, Javi, thank you for that.
Just unbelievable and heartbreaking. And the crash actually caught on tape and then posted on YouTube. Take a look at this. It's a bit grainy. Watch closely, though. It shows the plane as it gets closer to the Superstition Mountains. And right there, that flash, first impact. And then, as you see here just moments later, another huge giant ball of fire. This video caught on surveillance video at Ryan Johnston's house, who lives nearby.
My wife and I were just sitting in front of the TV watching another show, and she was surfing the internet and saw something on a news feed and said there was a crash out there. And we went out there to see if we could see anything, and we couldn't. It was about 20 or 30 minutes after it had happened. But we thought, maybe we'll go back and check their surveillance camera and see if it saw anything, and sure enough, it did.
We'll be tracking this story for you, of course, and bring you any more information as we get it. Stay with Good Morning Arizona for continuing coverage. We know the NTSB will head up the investigation once it gets here sometime today. But the search is difficult, and getting up there, as we've been talking about, Scott, the terrain, just so difficult to get to, and then the weather.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that a pilot would always look at is the weather, and there basically was no weather, no adverse conditions.
Yeah, we know that for sure. There were no issues with the weather last night. However, in that press conference this morning, you heard Sheriff Paul Babu talking about the concerns for winds this afternoon. We do have a storm system moving in.